Hey guys, it's Putty for the Rustafied official servers here with a quick overview of what's coming in Rust this month. There's been some big changes, so let's get right into it. First off, there's a new aircraft in Rust. The Scrap Transport Helicopter takes its first flight with this update. This behemoth helicopter has 2 seats up front and a whole lot of room for activities in the back. It comes with all the standard creature comforts you become accustomed to with the minicopter, plus more. But you might want to pay a little more attention to your gas gauge as a transport uses double the fuel of its smaller counterpart. During our testing, unlike the minicopter, the transport does not decay slower when it's inside a building, so you might want to forego making a garage. You can find this vehicle like any other form of transportation. They randomly spawn around the map, but don't expect to be seeing them that often. Currently, only 5 spawn on a 4K map. Once you're in one, they fly and operate the same as the minicopter. They have 1000 HP, which allows them to withstand the elements quite well. However, they are a larger target, so therefore they are easier to hit. It'll also show indications of damage taken, like the attack helicopter. Now that we've introduced the newest toy in Rust, it's only right to discuss some changes to the primary weapons that will be used against the transport. Rockets will be receiving a buff. The rocket launcher is now a tier 2 item and is cheaper to craft. A new form of damage has been added to HV rockets and SAM sites that deal extra damage to vehicles. And HV rockets have been made cheaper. They only require a tier 2 workbench and now are more accurate and faster than before. An old friend in the game is receiving a 2019 makeover. The auto turret now requires electricity, but also has some new electrical functions added. The turret now has 3 electrical outputs: has target, low ammo, and no ammo. It'll also be much harder to drain the turret, as it will now stop shooting if it hasn't registered a hit on a player. To help balance this, the team has made some changes to the F1 grenade. They will now be more predictable, less bouncy, and have a shorter fuse. They'll also do more damage to turrets. There's also been some other changes to the electricity system. A small battery generator has been added. It'll output 35 power by burning low-grade fuel. You shouldn't have too much trouble getting this blueprint as it is common, and you will only need a tier 2 workbench to craft it. The generator also features an input to force start and a force stop. Currently, its efficiency is 8 low-grade fuel per minute. Traps just got a little more viable, as you can now hide pressure pads underneath rugs. They also produce a shorter burst of power that is enough to open a door or increase a counter. Just don't expect to be powering in-game items with this feature. Your trusty steed is a bit more vulnerable this month as the horse health has been reduced to 400. In addition to these changes, Helk has fixed some animation issues, made horses more responsive, and gave them a little optimization. Large monuments have been added back to small map sizes as per the wishes of the community, but the launch site and excavator will still require a map size of 3500 or greater to be generated. Some smaller things you'll be noticing with this update: there's a new large battery model. The hitching post and trough can now be placed on constructibles. You can now lead your horse. The mini launcher that used to greet you after launching Rust has now been incorporated into the game. Official support for Linux users has been removed, and you will also be noticing some small graphical changes to the UI. This has been a summary of the significant changes coming into Rust this month. I'm Putty, and thanks for watching. If you want to know more about this update or any other update, subscribe to the channel or head on over to Rustafied.com, and don't forget to check us out on the Rustafied official servers.